you so much. I know it's so exciting to be here and to see all of your colleagues. You have flown in from all over the country, and some of you are from beyond the United States. We would not be able to pull off the honor celebration, or really the entire conference, without our sponsors. In particular, for tonight's event, we have the Target and DeWitt Stern Group, a title sponsor.
Wow, this is pretty amazing. We've been involved with Dance USA now for a number of years and continue to support that. We will continue to support that in the future.
We are grateful at Target on behalf of the 370,000 team members that we have around the globe. Grateful to be a part of the journey with you and communities all around this country, and look forward to seeing what you're going to be doing next on stages and in communities in places large and small.
Starting back at the legendary North High School some 25 years ago, Colleen Callahan's passion for rigorous, aesthetically based dance education inspired many of her students to become performers and choreographers here in Minnesota and beyond. Her commitment to dance in all of its dimensionality has inspired not only her students, but it has helped shape the entire ecology of dance and performance in Minnesota. Colleen Callahan.
I feel like my journey is always to figure out with every student, what do they need? What kinds of things will unlock certain things in them about the love of dance and being an artist and a scholar. I mean, I'm addicted to that as well. It is my pleasure to just be in this community, and I feel very humbled about this award. I feel everyone should be awarded. Everyone should have a moment where people think about them, and I really appreciate the illumination of that. And I'm grateful and anxious to enter my 33rd year. So thank you.
Often, the greatest strengths of an arts organization can be found offstage, far from the follow spot, never taking a curtain call, leaving the accolades and the ovations for the star. It is for 44 years that D. David Brown has worked tirelessly to ensure that conditions are right for art to flourish. Dance is our lives, it is our passion, it is our world. And your contribution to that world is profound, lasting, and beyond measure. It gives me great pleasure, on behalf of Dance USA, to present you with the Ernie Award for your incredible service to our profession. David Brown.
Dance USA has been a part of my entire career from 1982 or so, or 83, which was about the first time the managers got together, until, well, today. And so this is a particularly special honor. Do what you can with what you have, where you are. I thank you all very much. You're all very much my friends, and I appreciate all of your passion. Thank you very much.
Every time I see Liz's work, I learn something more, and I'm amazed, and I just feel like I'm so grateful to have this incredible person in my life. And when this term genius is applied to Liz, it's for real. It is just an incredible honor for me to present this award to the fabulous Liz Lehrman in the house, y'all. Act like you know.
I actually have so many people to thank that I thought I would ask you for help. If you would just be willing to turn to each other and say thank you, that will take care of most of it. I'm serious. If you just would thank each other for a minute. Thank you. Really a lot of gratitude to Dance USA and everything that you attempt to do as the world changes around us and we figure out how to be in the world. Thank you for taking leadership on that. Who says you can't have it all? Right? And who says we can't live in a world where we can have discipline and practice and technique and creativity and freedom and individual expression? Why would we want to choose between those poles? Why would we ever want to do that? And we happen to be in a field which embraces all of that. We're lucky. Thank you.
Good morning and welcome to Minneapolis and to the Dance USA Conference. I wanted to touch on Dance USA's core values of equity and inclusion. We have released a public statement on the topic, which isn't action, but it's meaningful that we have something public out there that does outline our commitment of how we're going to demonstrate our commitment to the core values.
Engaging dance audience is something we undertook not with any predetermined strategies in mind or predetermined directives of what grantees would do, but really out of the spirit of what might we as a community learn if, what could we discover if, as we try to engage audiences, what might move us forward if we were brave enough to try.
The fact that we're all here tells you how much passion we have for the arts in general, but very much for dance, and we're excited to share the wonders of our community with all of you.
It is quite a privilege for me to bring everything that has shaped who I am and has brought me along a journey from dance, as Sarah said, to chiropractic, and now a futurist. Because what we have to work with ever, always, is a dream. That is what the future is. The future does not exist anywhere but in how you conceive it.
We all have a center about what our values are, but we're also always being pulled. Our centers of gravity are shifting. We're being pulled by funders. We've heard a lot of talk about that this week, by audiences, by technology, by culture and economic change, and even by the artists, as Amy suggested. The list seems endless. We're constantly being pulled and pushed.
For me, there's so much that resonate, particularly that so many of you wrote on the Post-its. In particular, for me, it's engagement, and this notion of engagement, particularly the Music Center.
What pulls me away from the actual art and the aesthetic is the business of art, making sure that you're really keeping in touch with changing funding guidelines or this idea of communicating accurately.
We decided for a number of reasons to take on the burden of fully producing, designing, writing, and printing and selling advertising in our own books, which started at, I think the first one was around 30 pages and we're up to about 80 now. They're profitable. We make money from them selling the advertising space.
In 3 years, I've built a limited liability corporation that has a fiscal sponsor. In 3 years, I've made a $200,000 annual budget out of that, and we are able to get certain grants that process through our fiscal sponsor, which takes a generous and willing partner, which is a lot of relationship building and not easy to do. But I don't have to have the burden of the board.
We all sometimes have to just stop because the treadmill, just doing to keep doing because we've been doing it, takes us away from our core.
I have found after these many years that the only thing that keeps me able to keep going is to step away. The money is not the currency, time is the currency.
Right. If we all come together, our center of gravity becomes larger, we have more pull, bringing the people with whom we work, all of us here in the room, but also funders and government and audiences and boards, to a new point of view, a new aesthetic, out of their own comfort zone. We're all in this together.